We are becoming an uncivilized society. The degree of civilization in a society can be judged by entering its prisons. Fyodor Dostoevsky, The House of the Dead, 1862, a century before I was born. My first book. I met a granddad inside. Non-payment of TV licence. Imagine a granddad, first time in prison, crying in his cell at night. The lads looked after him. I think he got 6 weeks. He was out in 3. One of the lads, one of the cleaners, befriended him and played chess with him every day when he was out of his cell. You know, imagine that's your job. You're a TV licence goon going round to people's houses for non-payment of a TV licence. You know, when I want to be, I can be quite articulate. If they turned up at my door, they're unceremoniously getting told where to go. But pensioners and the like are victims, aren't they? We send far too many people to prison for nothing. The stuff I'm hearing now absolutely boils my piss. It really does. Speedos, not the swimwear, going to court, getting found guilty of offences against children and women, and they're walking away from court without a prison sentence because our prisons are full. At no point should our society be letting these people walk free. You let anyone out of prison right now, you do a 1-for-1, you take a low risk non-violent offender, of which they are many inside, and you lock that person up. You lock them up, you send out a message. I'm seeing it every day. It disgusts me. Mob rule. We've had the protests, haven't we, that, you know, the police haven't been able to control. And now, after 3 days solid at work, I'm reading that 300 young persons, kids under 16 or round about that age, a mob, hoodies, baseball caps, face covered, en masse, terrorised a shopping centre in Milton Keynes. The video footage is very blurred, no doubt because they're young people. You know, as a man in London is made to remove a face garment by the police because they're trying out facial recognition cameras, 300 kids invade a shopping mall, a shopping precinct. I bet people were terrified. It shows you security, obviously, you know, little waistcoats and that. What are they going to do? Local to me, Meadowhall, in the Steel City, Sheffield, where I was born and bred. I've seen security in there. At any one time, maybe 20. It's a big place. There will be people on cameras. How would they deal with 300 kids? They can't. What are you going to do? Punch them, knock them out, restrain them. And here's the thing, if you're one of them kids, you're going to be confident, aren't you? There's 300ers rampaging, robbing. It's going to become the norm. The police haven't been doing anything with shoplifters. In fact, the police aren't doing anything with crime anyway. You know, I see things, no burglaries dealt with in 12 months in areas. Thought police now, aren't they? And like I say, prisons are full. Nobody, no Speedo, not the swimwear, should be getting away without being put in a prison cell. They're some of the worst people in society. They're not going to change. They'll continue to do the worst things to women and children. And let's look at prisons now, because I've already said non-violent offenders, let's let them out. We've got IPP prisoners. I haven't talked about them for a while. It was a shocking sentence. David Blunkett MP had something to do with that coming in. Yeah, he said himself, you know, it's a torturous sentence. Lads who were locked up for nicking mobile phones are still in prison 10, 15, 20 years later, stuck in the system. 3,500 there or thereabouts haven't seen the light of day. Let's get them out. A lot of them lads and some lasses are not being released, yeah, because they're not, they wouldn't function in society. That's not a reason not to release someone. Foreign national prisoners, I believe it's gone from 12 months early release, i.e. you're in a British prison, we'll let you go back to your own country and we'll give you 1,500 quid. 18 months early, we'll let you go to do that. If you've got a missus and a couple of kids and they're going with you, we'll give them 1,500 quid each. So 6 grand, yeah? Take yourself back home, 24 hours, come back to this country. I've seen it. I've seen it again. A young lad, yeah? He had tortured and done the worst things to a very young child, 2-year-old, I believe. He shouldn't have been seeing light of day. He shouldn't have been seeing light of day, but he got about 5 years for that. He's on the healthcare where I worked, crying, saying he's going to kill himself. He wasn't. He was trying to avoid deportation. He was getting sent to another country. He was crying and sobbing. Me, I just wanted to be stamping on his head, to be quite honest. Yeah, and punching him. Street justice. Throw him to the street and let people deal with him. However, he got deported. They took him away. Yeah. 12 months later, reception. We're bringing 1 to you. So I'm on the healthcare. What they meant one was coming under restraint, a prisoner. He was put in a cell. My manager said, get him out, we'll have a chat. You assess people. If someone says they're going to kill self, you assess them. Yeah. It was the same lad. He came in. She looked at me. We both recognised him. We had a chat, put him back in his cell. Less than a year later, he's back in prison in this country. It's an island, let me tell you. His offence, you guessed it, haven't you? It was against a small child. That's how easy it is to get back in this country. Prisons are full. You need to make more space, whatever that means. You need to let people out who shouldn't be there. Get them in communities. Get them do clean-up jobs, something like that. Yeah, plenty of lads out there. Some of the lads I used to lock up, I'd be cracking. Pay them a wage in the community. Give them 10, 15 lads. Go and clean up parks and the like. Non-violent offenders. You know, let's clean the place up. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. Again, happy Easter to you all. God bless you all. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your continued support. I'll see you there.